So, have you ever questioned whether or not Xehanort will appear again within the series to serve a new purpose now that he is no longer the main villain of the series? Well, I think I have an answer to this question that a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans have had, as I've seen a lot of videos pop up on my feed asking the question of whether or not we will see Xehanort again. And I think that Tetsuya Nomura has already soft confirmed it within the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. It comes from the beginning of the trailer before anything happens. The title of the arc, the Lost Master arc. If you remember in my Kingdom Hearts The Gathering scene discussion video, we talked about why I believe that that is actually the return of the Master of Masters, because Tetsuya Nomura states that the two secret endings for Kingdom Hearts 2 are pretty much futures past situations, to where the past is shown within Birth by Sleep, but the Gathering is supposed to be a completely different scene, and he even states verbatim exactly where the story is now. The absence of the three heroes of light that Xemnas labels them to be, Sora, Mickey, and Riku, when the BBS trio pick up their Keyblades within the Gathering. So, at least to some level, there has to be some merit there that this could be an indication of the future repeating the past, just as Tetsuya Nomura said. Even though the final mix brings about Birth by Sleep, where the characters are fully displayed and pretty much the same scene is kind of playing out, I do still believe that the Gathering is something that's going to come in the future. In fact, I believe that the Gathering will most likely be the final cutscene of Kingdom Hearts 4, where we will be left with a level of despair before Verum Rex is probably made as Tetsuya Nomura's next project, as we know from Tetsuya Nomura himself that he is now in the process of laying out the groundwork for where the Kingdom Hearts series will go. He will not always be here, and he would love for the ideas that he has with the Kingdom Hearts series and how it should come to an end, as far as everything he's involved in pertains to. He would love for all of that stuff to happen exactly the way he wants it to happen, while also training some new fresh minds in becoming game developers and being able to write narratives and stories to be able to produce, I guess, further series after he retires, as he is looking to retire sometime pretty soon, so he's already preparing for that. But this is where we come back around to the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, Dark Road, and even Kingdom Hearts Key, and why I think that this also plays a role into everything that we are finding out in trickle bits about Yozora, his world, and why I believe it to be Brain, as we now know, or as we learned within 2022, that the person talking to Sora within the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is Sigurd. And who was Sigurd in close proximity to at the end of Kingdom Hearts Key? Brain. And thus, this gives us, I think, a clear indication of what's going to happen here, because again, we all have questioned whether or not Xehanort will appear again, and I think the title of this arc actually gives us the answer, and that answer is a resounding yes. So just as the Gathering said in one of its little statements, memory of Xehanort, I told you guys before that this is not the correct grammar or the grammatic way to say this. What it's saying in actuality is that it skips the A, where it's supposed to be a memory of Xehanort. It's not a memory of it's not memory of Xehanort. That's not how you would say that. It would be a memory of Xehanort. But I think what the reason why it's done that way is because it's supposed to state a memory of Xehanort. And thus, just as Kingdom Hearts 1 references within Kingdom Hearts 3's ending with Sora and Yozora making the statement from the Kingdom Hearts 1 dialogue at the beginning of the game, or inner monologue at the beginning of the game, the Lost Master arc is actually a reference to what we saw at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, where Xehanort recalls the memory of the day he met the Master of Masters, and he says, "I'm a lost master." Something that he brings up to Ericus: "Have you heard of the ancient Keyblade War?" "Yeah, the Master's favorite story." "So then you know of the Lost Masters." So I think that this actually is a reference to Master Xehanort. Remember, Yen Sid put two and two together that Xehanort must be aware in memory of Melody that he already prepares for the event of Sora disappearing, and instills Kairi with the ability to gather the information to get to Sora to save him or to bring him back to their world. He did this already when he was Apprentice Xehanort 11 years ago or 12 years ago. And thus, with that being the case, Master Xehanort may actually be the creator of Verum Rex, True King. He may actually be the creator of the game, or if he's not the creator, Yen Sid must be right on the money when he makes the assertion that Master Xehanort must know about this world from Scala at Kylum, and thus he sends Mickey there. Thus, if Master Xehanort knows about this, what do we know from Dark Road? Not 13 lives, but 14 lives. It seems like this is already a looping connection, and this title of the arc, the Lost Master arc, is actually an indication that Master Xehanort, like always, has already planned for the return of this man that he met who guided him to become who he is. However, I don't see Xehanort being dumb enough to not understand the implications, or to be used like this and not understand the implications of where it is that the Master of Masters send him to. Remember, he witnesses when the Master of Masters tries to pronounce his name, which is removed from speech, like photos in Kingdom Hearts 2. He understands the implications of that. When he tells Xehanort, "I'm a lost master," Master Xehanort searches his memory and then is in awe at the idea that this person is apparently related to memories he has from his close proximity to player character and his heart touching his, where in his sleep he sees the moment that the foretellers beats player character to near death. And I've told you guys this before, that it is this moment that must be what drives him to become the Dark Seeker. However, 14 lives, a life to explore the world after he's changed it. So with Sora being essentially a new way for that change to come about, to make the world pure and bright for the future, Xehanort will be within Kingdom Hearts 4. Tetsuya Nomura has even alluded to the idea playfully, saying that he would love to see Xehanort come back, but he would have to find a way to make it happen. I think that was a playful suggestion that, you're kind of right on the money with that question, but I'm not going to reveal anything for Kingdom Hearts 4 itself. However, the Lost Master arc, I think, is a reference to the moment within Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. It's a reference to the statement made within the gathering, just like how Kingdom Hearts 1 and its inner monologue from the beginning, and even its ending, its secret ending where it said, "Now Sora, you will disappear." This is a reference to that. This is all a big reference that's in a line, like always with Kingdom Hearts. It's a reference in a line, a memory of Xehanort, which becomes the scene within Remind where we're shown that Xehanort met the Master of Masters, which is further elaborated on within Dark Road. So they're the same scene, but it's further elaborated on within Dark Road. And then, or there are two different instances of them meeting together, but it's further elaborated on within Dark Road. And then he tells him he's a lost master. Sora is supposed to disappear because he has to go save Kairi. That's something that's going to happen because Master Xehanort plans to destroy Kairi to keep, since she's the closest Princess of Heart that can stop him from opening Kingdom Hearts with their powers. He destroys her. Mickey states that that's why he did it. So he destroys her. Thus Sora will have to revive her, meaning his disappearance by breaking time and committing the nature taboo is imminent. And thus when he goes to Unreality, which Apprentice Xehanort knows, and he prepares for this situation by putting a piece of himself or a piece of his data into Kairi 11 years ago or 12 years ago, we are finally at the point where the Lost Master arc is due to or set to be played out in totality, where Master Xehanort, or I'm hoping what would be Prime Xehanort, will finally play a role in the story, and this will be the 14th life. Now, how this will happen, I don't know. However, I will state this. If this is true and this is accurate to what the intent is by giving us the arc's name at the beginning of this story, and how this ties in directly to what we're shown within Kingdom Hearts 3, where Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, where the first scene is literally the Master of Masters calling himself a lost master to young Xehanort, and how he states that meeting that man or meeting that person that he never met again within his life, and how he set him on his path, he now understands the implications of it. And I think that that's a reference to exactly what my previous video right before this one about the Keyblade that Lucio retrieves being a false Keyblade. I'm not going to say fake since people have a problem with fake. A false Keyblade. He gives him a false no-name. And I think that, like how I did, like my first assertion with Yozora when I explained who most likely told him to save Sora, which I believe to be Xehanort, I think that that's actually more so on the money than even my newer ideas that came out after that video. So let me know what you guys think about this. This has been your boy Mozzie. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace the heck out.